What's going on, everybody? Welcome to J Sports Seattle. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Mariners. If you haven't already, check out my Seahawks video where I review the game today against the Cardinals. I go over a pretty good game and a pretty scary game, but yeah, go ahead and check that out. But in this video, I'll be talking about the Mariners. I'm just going to talk about how what the position we're in and how great of a position we're in, and looking forward to the playoffs. So if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks. I did it again. Mariners and Seattle sports content. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. All right. So, yeah, Mariners. The Mariners have officially clinched the number 2 seed. That actually wasn't due to us just winning against the Rockies. It was actually due to the Guardians losing to the Tigers. So if we lost today, it wouldn't have mattered. We would have already locked up the number 2 seed. So we are officially the 2 seed right now, as of right now, and we are in a really, really good spot because now we skip that wild card round, and it gives us extra time for Wu to heal up and be ready for the wild card for the ALDS. So it is September 25th. We have probably about 10 days until the ALDS happens. October 4th is the first day. See, today is Thursday, and I think October 4th is it next Saturday? I think it might be next Saturday. But regardless, we have a bit of time for actually, I want to see. Oh, it doesn't say. We have a bit of time to rest up and kind of focus on things, focus on what we need to do in order to make a World Series run. I know a lot of people would prefer us to be hot straight out of the gun and go straight into the playoffs, but you're in the AL. You gotta have the bye. You gotta this, and it's not like the NFL where you have the bye and then we have a team coming in hot going up against a bigger opponent, and then that usually happens with upsets are more likely that way. But to be fair, that can happen in baseball. You can have a hot wild card team go in and beat you. That's exactly what happened with the Dodgers in 2023 against the D-backs. The D-backs came in with one of the hottest teams in the league and absolutely just ran over the Dodgers. So but, we have been really, really hot going into the season, and it seems we have really found our mojo in terms of both the pitching and on the offense. So I hope that, having a few days off will not affect that. But, yeah, courtesy of Mitch Levy, at Mitch Seattle on X or Twitter, Mariners win again. 3-game series with the Dodgers close the season. So this series against the Dodgers, we'll see will kind of give us a little bit of a test run heading into the playoffs. I know it's the NL and we're not facing our own the AL, but this is still a division winner. These guys just won the division, and they are the 3 seed right now. They cannot improve upon that according to this, but they are a division winner, and this is basically the playoffs before the playoffs for the Mariners. So this is really good practice right here, and the scheduling kind of really works in our favor here. On top of that, the Mariners are 1 game back of Toronto and New York for the 1 seed. So I've said in the past that I prefer to have the 2nd seed over the 1 seed. It doesn't really matter either way, but it's just for us it does, considering, like I said, we had a losing record against both the Yankees and the Blue Jays this year. So I would prefer to go up against the AL Central, where we have a winning record against both the Tigers and the Guardians versus against these guys. Looking at the postseason picture, so right now this is what the postseason picture looks like. Right now we are the 2 seed. If this holds true, we would face the winner of the Guardians-Tigers game, in which the Tigers just got a huge win against the Guardians, and that kind of halts the momentum. I would prefer to face the winner of these guys versus the winner of the Yankees Red Sox, because the Yankees always give us trouble, and the Red Sox also give us trouble as well. The AL East in general is a tough division, and I would prefer to have to face one AL East team and not 2. So Yeah, I mean that's what it looks like right now, and we want to be able to face one of these guys. We do not want to face one of the Yankees or the Red Sox. So I'm actually gonna look at the standings because I know the Astros won today with the Cleveland loss. I believe they're now neck and neck, even though Cleveland still has a tiebreaker over them for the wild card. Oh no, they are one game out right now, behind the Tigers, and I believe the Tigers also have the tiebreaker on them. So if in the event they tie in record, the Tigers will still be in the playoffs. So basically, the Astros have 3 games to make the wild card. They are 1 game back, and we'll see what happens. But I don't know if they'll be able to do it. We'll see though. If they win out and like the Tigers lose out or whatever, or the Guardians lose out, then we would be facing the winner of whoever the Astros and either the Tigers or Guardians. We would face the winner of that series. So, um, I mean, this would be a great chance to get payback against them if they do win and they come into our house. So we'll see what happens, but like I said, I prefer to face these guys, the Guardians or the Tigers, over the Yankees or the Red Sox, at least until the ALCS. If assuming we make it past the ALDS, which I would hope we would. We are in a prime position. We are in absolute prime position. Like we have not been in this position in 24 years, and we have a legitimate shot at making a World Series run, and we got to get it done. So. I really like where we are, and firstly, I'll be the first to admit, Dan Wilson, he turned it around. At first, earlier in the season, he was not doing the best, and I was really kind of iffy about him, but he really turned this team around. The team was struggling entering September, and the team everything just clicked together. And I know Dan Wilson kind of has some questionable bullpen management, but he's helped lead this team to a division title for the first time since he was on the team in 2001. Both him and Edgar Martinez, which is kind of crazy to think about. The last time that the Mariners won the division was when both Dan Wilson and Edgar Martinez was playing for the Mariners. And now we have Dan Wilson and Edgar Martinez coaching for the Mariners and won a division title. So this right here, we got to capitalize, and I know Dan Wilson knows the Mariners more than any other person, and this dude will really back up if he's the guy or not moving forward. If we make it to the ALCS and losing in a tight 6 or 7 game series, that's a good sign, and I think that we can roll forward with Dan Wilson. But if we make the World Series though, Dan Wilson, yeah, he's here. Because he would bring the Mariners to the first World Series appearance ever. So he would automatically be the manager here on out, and I will eat crow. I mean, I'm already eating crow because he brought Seattle not only its first division title in 24 years, but a 2-seed bye. So I cannot ridicule this guy right now because this dude has done something that the Mariners have not done. None of the skippers of the past 24 years have been able to do. And that is what bring this team to a division title. So Dan Wilson has done an amazing job this year, and yes, he's iffy at times, but he got the job done. He got us the division title, and he got us the bye. So really, not much more you can ask for, to be honest. Obviously, you want to go for that World Series, but he's brought this team back to relevancy, and that's all we need as the Mariners is we need to be brought back to relevancy, and here we are. This is it. So, and I've said it in the past video, this is it. I think this is the year where we have a legitimate shot at making a deep postseason run and potentially making a World Series run. So we got to capitalize on it. And like I said, we'll see what happens against the Dodgers when we face them. Starting, I don't know I think it's on Sunday, or on Saturday when we face them, or maybe not because today's the 25th. So tomorrow's the 26th. No, tomorrow. I think they'll be in town. So let me check. Yep, tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. It's probably not best to do it on a Sunday too, because the Seahawks, or actually no, the Seahawks just played, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered. But like the Dodgers, I mean, obviously the Rams play, so. But like, yeah, so this series right here, is kind of like a pre-playoff warm up, if that makes sense. So that's really good to see. If we can take 2 out of 3, that'd be great, and put us at 92-70. That would be amazing. Wow, that was a bomb by Geno. But yeah, I mean, this is it. We are in a really, really good spot, and I'm looking forward to the playoffs, man. And I'll be making videos, posting videos throughout the playoffs for the Mariners. I may not do game by game since there's so many games, but I'll do maybe every few games I'll make a video on kind of where we're at and what we can do to finish it off, or if the season's done for. But I'll stay tuned for more videos on that, because I'll definitely be following the Mariners throughout the postseason. So, but I think that's all I have for this video. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Mariners and Seattle sports content. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night, and go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken.